Shalom. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. Right? Yahweh being who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shah being who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Right? So let's go to Baruch. Let's deal with wisdom. Right? Baruch chapter 3 and verse 15. It's a lot. 14. It says what? Learn where is wisdom. Where is strength? Where is understanding? Because a lot of our people believe it's in their own talk. They believe that it's in their own mind, right? Proverbs chapter 14 verse 12 says what? There is a way. Let's go to it. It says what? There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Right? There's a way that seemeth right. Right? So you got to realize that you got to learn. It says what? Where is wisdom? Right? And the people in this world think that they know wisdom. Right? People in this world think that they know wisdom. But by wisdom, they knew not God. They knew not God, man. Right? They don't understand what the creation is showing you. They don't understand that the Most High God, the things that they choose to believe in, calling the things of the creation God, things they choose to believe in, guess what? Hey, they call those things God. Right? They call those things God. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter, I think it's chapter 19 and verse 20. And it says what? Let me go down, actually. It says right here in 22, it says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence, man. Because what does the counsel of sinners show you, right? For now, what? Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 verse 9. There is a sinner that hath good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. Here in Babylon, this is confusion. And what does the Lord say about confusion? He's not the author of confusion, man. Right? He's not the author of confusion, right? But this place is Babylon. It's confusion, right? It says in 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Right? So you got to understand where your peace comes from. You got to understand what wisdom truly is. Right? You got to understand that when this system comes down and the lights of Babylon, right, is put out, guess what? You got to understand what it is, what's going to be everlasting. Right? So again, wisdom, it says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence, man. And what does the counsel of sinners tell you? Right? Right? To receive a gift for reward. Right? Receive a gift, call good evil, evil good. Right? Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. This is the counsel of the wicked. This is the counsel of the ungodly. Right? It says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward. That is off. If you justify the wicked for reward, that's off. Simple as that. Right? Exodus chapter 23 and verse 7. It says what? Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not. For I will not justify the wicked, and thou shalt take no gift. For the gift blindeth the wise and perverteth the words of the righteous. See that? So you got to do totally else. You got to make sure your words are lined up with the Most High God. With the Most High God, you got to make sure you're keeping the law, statutes, commandments, man. Right? Your words, will get you jacked up out here. So you got to learn wisdom, man. Right? Matthew chapter 11 verse 29. Well, actually, yeah, let's go to Matthew 12. Matthew 12. And I want to say it's 36. It says what? But I say unto you that every idle word, words that mean nothing, vain words, Right? Idle, meaning what? Now you're just going to sit here, not be occupied in righteousness, not be occupied in truth. The scripture tells you what in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Right? You got to be occupied in these things. It says what? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. When you hear and understand this word, guess what? You're supposed to take off running, getting to work, man. Warning the people. Right? You have to warn the people. Right? Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 10, it says what? For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. When you're not understanding this word, you're kind of lost. You don't know what's going on. You want to sit here and, kind of live it up. You being enticed by the things of this world, right? It says what? For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as words in a book that is sealed. That's why a lot of our people, I don't want to read that. It's already proven that the Bible is false. I believe in the law of attraction, so on and so forth. Right? I believe in the secret. You believe it's going to come to you. Whatever you want. You're a God. You're a king. Right? So it says what? It's like a book that is sealed unto you, right? Which men deliver to one that is learned, right? You got your college degree, right? You got a business, right? But you don't realize you ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. You ain't doing nothing but circulating your oppressor's paper dollar, man. I don't care if you make $200,000 a day. You're circulating the wicked, the people who came over here, murdered, destroyed this land, man. Right? So it says what? Saying, read this, I pray thee. Right? And this is what a lot of men are doing. We're bidding our people to read and understand these things, man. Right? Read this, I pray thee. And it says, and he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. It's sealed unto you, man. You don't understand it. Right? In the time and the season that you are meant to understand it. Because we're speaking with plainness of speech now. It says, and the book is delivered to him that is not learned, right? One that's, kind of out there. Like being a fool, man. Robbing your people, right? Maybe not even that. You kind of like a cashier. You kind of low end according to the world's way of understanding. But the Lord calls you rich, right? So you don't have the degree. You kind of stutter when you talk, right? Like Moses, right? You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to defend yourself when cops pull up, right? You're not learned. You seeing all these things happening, you don't know what's going on, right? It says what? And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. So a lot of our people, that be kind of the Jake that you talk to, that a lot of the brothers talk to, and he kind of got his head going everywhere. Is he looking all around while he's supposed to be listening, right? He quickly just out of the way, So he said, I'm not learned, right? So, hey, guess what? You got to learn of the Most High God, this word, man. You got to run when you read it, right? That's the prerequisites of somebody that has understanding of these things, right? So you got to learn righteousness. Let's go to Matthew chapter 12 and verse 36 one more time, right? So it says what? But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, right, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned, right? When you talk yourself through something, through pain, through a job that you got to remind yourself it's just a stepping stone, so on and so forth. We talk our way out of issues and situations, and sometimes we talk our way into issues and situations, right? So, hey, your words is what make or break you, man. The way you think. You tell yourself these things in your mind, right? The thing that your mind muses upon, right? So the same, likewise, your words are going to, by your words you're going to be justified, by your words you're going to be condemned. What you talking about, brother? Well, this is what I'm talking about, right? Daniel 10 and 12. It says what? Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou did it set thine heart to understand. Is your heart set? Right? That's why the Lord say what? With all your heart, all your strength, man. That's the way you got to seek the Most High God, man. That's the way you got to seek him. Right? It says, let me see. Right? Let's go over here. Hold on. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Right here, verse 2, it says what? And shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, man. So your heart got to be in this thing, man. And Daniel said what? And what was said to Daniel? It says, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chastise thyself, chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. So your words got to be lined up. So what is it that these men of understanding, these prophets, what is it that they saw and understood, that they receive power from the Most High God? That's right, power, ability, right? The mind and the words to continue and walk through this thing with understanding, right? How did they, what did they do, right? Same thing that we must do, man. Learn, man, right? Let's go back. Let's real quick, right? Matthew chapter 11 and verse 29. It says what? I'm at work right now, so I'm kind of driving in this truck right now, right? So, and I got a quick little break. So this is Matthew chapter 11 verse 29. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. That's peace, man, right? Because Babylon, there is no rest here. So it's for us to what? Understand, right? These things, right? Baruch chapter 3 verse 14. Learn. Where is wisdom? Where is strength? Where is understanding? That thou mayest know also where is length of days and life. Where is the light of the eyes and peace? See that? You got to learn these things, right? Matthew chapter 6 and verse 21, right? So the scripture tells you in Ecclesiastes chapter 19 verse 22, wisdom and knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, right? Nor is it prudence, man. Because by these things, the world calls, by the wisdom of this world, wisdom of wickedness, the world's these people in this world today have what? Called creeping things and beasts and stars gods, man. The things that the Lord created, they call them gods, right? They don't care about where the vein of iron and all manner of minerals that come from the earth. They don't care about those things. They don't care about where those things come up. They just sup up all these riches and silver and gold, and that's it, man. They live and then they perish, right? So they live like beasts, man, right? So the scripture says what? Matthew chapter 6 and verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, right? But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And what's going to happen to the body of the whore, man? Right? What's going to happen to the body of the whore? It's going to be burned up, right? America is the well-favored harlot. Don't be joined unto her, man. You cannot be joined to the wicked, man. You got to turn from this wicked, evil place, man. Right? So this is the well-favored harlot, right? So the whole body of America, right? Because it has a system. It's a system. Like the body is a system. You got arms, legs, fingers, right? You got your innards, right? Your guts, your heart, so-called heart that pumps, right? Your brain, which is really your heart, thing that you be thinking in and desire, have evil desires in. You know, you got all these, mechanics of the body, and you need every last one of them. The ear for hearing. Everything can't be hearing. Everything can't be hearing. Everything can't be seeing, right? So you kind of got to understand that the body is going into this system, man, right? So let's go back. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? See that? Then it goes into no man can serve two masters, right? You can't be with the world, right, and then be with the Most High God, right? And how do you show separation from the world, right? How do you show separation from the world, right? That's by keeping the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? The scripture tell you what? Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven, right? Because men look upon many different women. The schoolmaster teaches us, hey, guess what? If you lay with a woman, guess what? You must endow her to become surely endow her to become your wife, right? If she's not betrothed, right? And you entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. That's Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. That's a schoolmaster, right? And then we receive wisdom of the Most High God telling us what? Let's go to Salah. Ecclesiasticus 21:27. Nah, that's not it. It says right here in 21, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Now that's wisdom. That's discretion, right? That's discipline. Why should you not do something like that? Because women are wicked, first of all, right? You don't know. Brothers think just because a woman got a big behind, she got a nice body, she's automatically an angel. Men entrust themselves unto a woman, right? And what ends up happening? Ezra chapter 4 and verse 27. It says what? Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. So for women, men kill one another. For women, men steal things from one another. For women, hey, you become effeminate, right? You go outside of the order of what the Lord created it to be, right? Verse 31, it says what? Or nah, we good. So yeah, went out of our wits for women. So the schoolmaster teaches not to lay with a woman, right? You must surely endow her to be your wife. She might be wicked. She might be evil, right? The scripture tell you, be not unequally yoked with sinners, right? We don't consider the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments when we hook up with women, right? You making yourself of the body of a harlot, man. You sin it against your own body. So that's the same likewise thing when you line yourself up with Babylon. But nevertheless, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 21, it says what? Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Now you got women out here, you really looking at a man. You see how much the schoolmaster have kept us from falling into these things, right? We were held accountable at one part in time, being under the law. Now it's kind of harder, right? There lays no way here, right? This is the land of darkness. The scripture tells you in 2 Ezra chapter 2 and verse 8 that the Syria Assyria, these mighty nations, hide the unrighteous in them, man. Right? And we kind of hide and hidden away because guess what? We living it up, not being a part of the law, not having no law. Right? So it's kind of harder to understand that guess what? You're going to suffer for this thing, man. You're going to suffer for this. It says, woe be unto thee, Assur, that hidest the unrighteous in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? We got to realize that the Most High God is going to destroy us if we do not have and learn the understanding that is being given in these last days, man. Right? The schoolmaster have showed us many good things, and guess what? We have avoided death. We avoided life. I mean, we avoided death, right? We have kept our lives, right? If a man listened to that one law, if you lay with her, that's going to be your wife. You're going to be stuck with her, right? If you lay up with her, that's going to be your wife. You stuck with her. Or if you mess with this woman, guess what? That could be another man's wife, right? You're not diligently looking to see if she's keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Guess what? She's going to turn your heart from doing righteousness, from doing good, right? First Ezra chapter 4 and 27 says what? Many men have went out of their wits for a woman, right? Brought peril upon themselves for a woman, right? Brought perils upon themselves, increased hell upon themselves for a woman. So the schoolmaster taught you wisdom such as that, man. So you have to learn of the Most High God what is good, what is right, right? This is what we must do. And these things are right before us every day. Every day these things are right before us, right in our face to understand. It says in Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 10, it says, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law, and if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, for this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee. It's not hidden from you. It's before you every day, right? You see these things day in and day out. Right? You see these things day in and day out, right? Romans, and then our people fight against those things, man. We fight against following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High God. We hate it, despise his commandments, right? Romans chapter 6 and verse 20. For when ye were the servants of sin, ye were free from righteousness. And our people think that that's a good thing, you know? Nah, I can't have no fun, is what our people say. Hey, man, you can't move like everybody else because you're a holy and special people. Why you can't look at it from that perspective? Why you can't look at it from that perspective? You see, our people want to continue in the ways that lead to evil, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 21 and verse 19. It says, what? Doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet, and like manacles on the right hand. See that? Doctrine, which is meant for your good, it's like fetters to you. I'm bound. I'm bound. Hey, man, you should be feeling like, man, I'm bound by righteousness, man, because guess what? All those things lead to death. This is how I keep my life, right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 24. It says what? Put thy feet into her fetters and thy neck into her chain. Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds. You're not supposed to be grieved with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High God. Then it says what? Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go. See that? That's how you gotta approach wisdom, with all your heart, mind, and strength. Not be sitting here talking about, oh yeah, it's that's control. They just want to control you. You need to be controlled, right? You need to be controlled. It says what? For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy. It's gonna be turned into your joy, man. Be not weighed down in well doing, or let me see what it say. Let me go to it. That's not what I'm looking for. I can't find it. But in your well-doing, man, guess what? You gotta keep pushing, right? You gotta keep pushing in this thing. Let me get this. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked, man. When you rebuke, don't faint, man. You know? Our people want to sit up here talking about, oh, it's control, so on and so forth. You have to be controlled. There's a day of rest. You have to rest Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, right? That's the Sabbath. You have to have a beard on your face. You can't be effeminate, right? So you have to learn what wisdom is. What is wisdom? Guess what? This is wisdom. Wisdom. Job chapter 28, verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. That is your wisdom. To fear the Lord, keep his laws, statutes, commandments. And to depart from evil is understanding. To depart from the wicked way, that's understanding. That's how you live in this thing, man. That's how you receive life. Learn where is wisdom. Baruch 3:14. Learn where is wisdom, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is length of days and life, where is the light of the eyes and peace, who hath found out her place, or who hath come into her treasures. You have to get understanding. You have to get understanding. Alright, so gotta cut this short. So I'm gonna probably make a part 2 to continue this. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.